your ground and bugger.
Well, that was absolutely cock.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Middlesbrough, northeast of England, will you please welcome your host of Daz's Football Stand? It's the man with the iron blue, it's Mr. Daryl Johnson! Hello, welcome to Daz's Football Stand for something very, very different. Now, I know a lot of people recently have been doing these personality tests, so I thought, why don't I give it a go myself and see how good we do. So this is a personality test. This is going to be a premiere. I'm going to premiere on the channel. So if you're in the live chat, welcome. Get your comments in the live chat and in the comment section down below. And if you are new, do subscribe. Right to your end. So the first question. You enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. Well, for starters, I go to the mass games with a few of the lads. So I would say agree there. I don't often go to many social events. I still do college and stuff, and I still speak to people outside, but I don't often meet up with many people. So I'll say strongly agree. I wouldn't say it, fully agree with that. I don't like how they've done it. So I think it's like, strongly agree, slightly agree. I don't even know what it is, but we'll put that anyway. I haven't got a clue. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Well, who on earth can do 57 national anthems in their native language, and who on earth can learn 100-odd flags? Yes, I enjoy doing stuff which is intriguing. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. For starters, I don't understand what itinerary means. But I don't have a rough list of ideas. I just go with the flow, so slightly agree with that. Disagree. I'm new to this, so... You often think about what you should have said in the conversation long after it has taken place. Yes, slightly agree. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. Thing is, I'm one of those persons who I try and, solve problems. So, I don't know, I'll go down the middle because I'm not certain. People can rarely upset you. No. A lot of people will know this about me, but I am easily disturbed. So, like, if people start targeting me with all sorts of rude, offensive words, it does actually go to heart. It does actually, leave a bit of a, lump in me. Because it's not nice anyway. But it's that sort of stuff that sort of gets on my nerves. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. No, I totally disagree with that. I prefer to be the one that starts a conversation. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. Yes. You very worry if you make a good impression on someone you met. First impressions are always important, but I slightly disagree with that because I'm not too worried about that. Because normally I make a good first impression anyway. It would be a challenge for you to spend a whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. Yes, it would be a challenge because I wouldn't spend a whole weekend myself anyway, unless I lived on my own. You are more of a detail-oriented... I can't even get my words out. You are more of a detail-oriented than a big picture person. Probably yes and no. Down the middle. Don't know what to really say about that one. You are very affectionate with people you care about. Slightly agree. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. Straight down the middle. Not got much clue on that. Methodical, there's a word I haven't really heard of. You are still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. There's one I'm going to have to think about. I'll come back to that one because I can't think of an answer for that yet. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action. No. I always prefer to be in the action, unless obviously there's fights and I just stay away from it. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. Neither really. When looking for a movie to watch, you spend ages browsing the catalogue. No. I'm pressing the wrong one here. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. I managed to stay calm in the GCSE exams, even though I was crapping myself for most of it. Go down a middle, because it's yes and no, depends what it actually is that's put me under pressure. Still put by the mistakes you made a long time ago. Now I'll go down the middle. Well, for starters, I would have probably put disagree, actually, because there was one time where I kicked someone in the nuts because he was doing my nutting and I didn't get into trouble for it. And then there was one time where I accidentally kicked a ball at somebody, which was by accident. It literally was by accident, but I don't really regret them. I'm a savage sometimes. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Very true. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. I don't know, I have some weird dreams sometimes. In your opinion, it's sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life. No. I'll slightly disagree with that. You're dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. Yes. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. Thank you! There's a question I've been waiting for, because that is 100% true. Because I make mistakes. I mean, people will say it's just normal, you're a normal human being, everyone makes mistakes. But especially with college and stuff, if I make mistakes with college works and stuff and I'm not getting the grades I want, I do start doubting myself a bit. And it's something I need to stop doing, but once you get into that bad habit of doing it, it's impossible to get out of it. When at a social event, when you're at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Yes, that's quite true. You usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. God, that's a good word. Philosophical, that's it. And neither agree or disagree, really, to be honest. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. Try being at my secondary school. That's happened many times. It's happened many times. Many times I got bullied at school and that was going on. I'm a very sensitive person. People, I think a lot of people do already know that. You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than to more quiet and intimate. I'll try it again. You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than to more quiet and intimate ones. Not sure on that. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like in the future. I don't even take any notice of that, so I disagree with that. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. Sometimes I do. So slightly there. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. Down the middle. I don't know what to say about that one. Some daft questions on here, isn't there? You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. No. No. You often... Actually, do that. You often make decisions on a whim. The hell's a whim? Not a clue. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. I would disagree with that slightly. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or the message of a song or a movie. Well, we had to try and work out what the message was being sent across in, I think, drama or something. When we were watching The Crucible. God, I hated that. What the main theme was and stuff, it was confusing. But nowadays, I certainly don't. So, disagree with that one. You always know exactly what you want. Not really. I don't always know exactly what I want, so I would say slightly disagree. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. Slightly. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. Yes. Sorry, put it in there. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. Present realities. I'd say yes. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Slightly agree. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible. No, I don't know really. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Yes, I would slightly agree with that. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. If there's anything to talk about, then yes. So, slightly there. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. I had a habit of daydreaming during my GCSE classes. And then my teacher would look at me as if to say, what are you doing? So, yes, that's happened a few times. You look after yourself first and others come in second. Phone's ringing. 2 seconds. Mr. Nobody. You look after yourself first, yes. Even when you've planned a particular daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. Slightly. Your mood can change very quickly, yes. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. If that's is that relating to religion or something? Contemplate the reasons for human existence. I haven't got a clue. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. Yes. God, nearly there. You have got detailed education or career development plans stretching several years into the future. Yeah. You rarely dwell on your regrets. Slightly. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in the need of a getaway. Neither really. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. No, I wouldn't say that. You find it easy to empathise with a person who's gone through something you never have. I actually find it easier to empathise with a person who's gone through something that I have had. Really. It's difficult if I've never had it. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organised and consistent efforts. Yes. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Yes. I wouldn't say fully agree, man. After a long and exhausting week of fun parties, just what you need. Believe it or not, if I go to parties, I'm normally there for about an hour and a half. I don't often go to parties that often, so slightly disagree. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement could change everyday life. Slightly. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. Disagree, because with my autism, I speak before I think, instead of thinking before you speak sometimes. You still honour the commitment you have made, even if you have a change of heart. Yes. Slightly, I'd say. No. We'll put the... Yeah, that'll do. You rarely feel insecure. Sometimes, but very rare. Let's have a look here. Mind, extroverted, energy, observant, nature feeling, tactics judging, identity turbulent. What's that got to do with it? Okay, I don't know what that's got to do with it, but that's it. Right. Well, there we go then. That's the personality test. I'm not going to lie, there's a few questions I didn't have a clue about, so I was just putting anything after time. Not easy, actually, but interesting, let's just say that. I hope you all enjoyed it. Something different on the channel. Do like and subscribe. We'll be live tomorrow for Brighton versus Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. And then on Thursday, the Champions League draw if I'm in time. And then Friday's the Europa League draw. But from us here at the Football Stand, have a great day. Bye-bye.